Can't get enough.
Let's take another look at all things binge-worthy. Once again, Mr. Binge is going to tell us what we should binge watch when we have the time. You can catch him here on the Al Travis Show and on Binge-Worthy TV on Facebook. I got him, Mr. Binge, TV guru, exclusive to the Al Travis Show. Binge, you're killing me. I kind of see where you're going in your sad little life in the basement there. The category this week, last time, the theme song thing, I go, okay. And then it would really pique me. I got a lot of songs. I'm like, wow, I didn't, even think about it. Then I saw this one and I'm like, I don't know if I can name 5, of these detective shows. And then I saw the list. I'm like, holy Hannah, this is a great list. I get where you're coming from on this stuff. So I don't know how you come up with the ideas, but I'm loving it.
Well, this category is interesting to me because this is one of my favorite categories in old television shows, which was detective and cop shows. They ruled television in the late 60s, early 70s, and this is a good example of this. Now, the premise on this, excuse me, is a little bit different.
Yep.
We are going to listen to instrumental theme songs, but I want your audience and yourself to think in terms of you've never seen the show. You have never seen the show. Would the song itself pull you into the show or would you not? Even some really good shows, maybe it wouldn't pull you in. So when we hear it, imagine if you would, let's take an example. You're 12 years old, the television's on, and you're in the kitchen fighting with your siblings. And when you're in there, you can hear the TV running. It's top of the hour and the new show is about to start. And you run in to hear the opener. You've never seen the show. Would you continue watching or would you bail?
Let's give this a shot. Here we go. Interesting list, Mr. Binge. I see where you're going here. That's an interesting question. The first one, the streets of San Francisco, because in all honesty, even listening to that, had I not seen the caption, I don't think I would have remembered the streets of San Francisco. It did nothing for me.
Well, and this is an example. If you just heard the music, would it suck you in and make you say, well, I better check this out? I think this one starts right out, yes, because it's so exciting and so much drama. You'd go, you know what? We better see what this is about.
Fair enough. I guess I can see your point. The weird thing about that is my dad, back in the day, detective television was it. The Streets of San Francisco was on. We were watching it. I've seen the streets, all of them. I have.
Of course.
I don't know that that would have been my choice originally, but we watched them all because that was Dad's show.
Well, and it ran from 72 to 77, Carl Malden and Michael Douglas in a young part for him. And it was an excellent show. And I think the song is definitely worthy of making you want to watch the show.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I just don't know if it screams detective show to me. But okay, this next one, we'll have to talk about this program. It's Mannix, which again I don't remember being that jazzy. Yeah, I think you would.
Well, see, now I differ because if I would have heard this when I was 12, I'd go, I don't know, maybe not. But, I thought it was a great show. And if I would have given it a chance, which of course I did, and I thought Mannix was great, but he wasn't as jazzy as the song portrayed he would be.
Well, see, this is where you and I are just different humans. Okay, so I can live with a theme song. I like me a little jazz. I'd say that. I hated Mannix.
Oh,
I thought it was a horrid, and when I say horrid, I mean horrible show.
Well, you are completely wrong, Al, because this was a good show. Maybe not a great show, but it was a good show. And God knows it was popular. It ran from 76 to 81, or no, from 67 to 75. Mike Connors, who played the part. I don't know if he ever did anything other than Love Boat after this, though. So maybe
It
not.
crushed that poor man. Yes, it did. This next one, of course, completely the other way. Hit it. It is probably just a timing thing and an age deal, but that song came on. I was watching, baby. That
No,
yeah, Charlie's
wrong.
was on, baby.
This song presents this show just like it was sappy and
Sexy.
corny
And sexy.
Turn the sound down and watch the show. That's all that was good for. It was very
Man,
good. if
you are
turn the
so
sound
wrong
down.
on this. You are so wrong on this one. This is what 70s detective movies were all about, right?
That is sad. That is sad comment to think this is what it was all about. Because it was, you compare this to the Streets of San Francisco, even Mod School, all these shows,
Right.
not even in the league.
No, we're gonna open this up. This one I think you are 100% wrong on, Binge. So here's what I want. Send Al at altravisshow.com your thoughts. Charlie's Angels over Maddox or Streets of San Francisco. You pick. Tell us which one is going to draw you to the TV. I know I'm winning this one.
Oh, well, you might win it because it was very popular, but even the public can be wrong, Al. That's the problem. Even the public can be wrong because to compare this to the Streets of San Francisco, a whole nother type of show and way better.
But it's three beautiful women that got out of the police academy, didn't get respect until some guy you didn't know named Charlie came along and put them together.
Oh,
This is what
that's
television
exactly
is.
what I'm saying. Just horrible premise. Just an absolute horrible premise.
Oh, that's what TV was all about in the 70s. All right. And do you know how long that was on? Because I'm going to tell you, they had 4 or 5.
It was on from 76 to 81.
Oh, really?
And had a couple people change out, if I remember right, but I bailed about 1977 because I couldn't take it anymore. It's the same show every week, corny, ridiculous. Just turn the sound down and have a beer.
But Binge, it was 3 beautiful ladies that got through the police academy that didn't get the respect they deserved until Charlie came along, a guy you never saw, and gave them real jobs.
Once
What are
again,
you
I
missing?
rest my case. You just said it in a sentence right there. That premise alone is that, and the song was just sappy. I didn't like it at all. And maybe I can't separate myself from my thoughts of the show. I tried to look at this like, how about the song itself? And I don't know that I can.
I don't know. I know now why we don't hang together. We just do this show thing because we would tear each other apart because you're so wrong. But it is quite saucy, much like barbecue sauce. More after this.
In a quest to be different, barbecue has gone very wrong. It's gotten too hot. Tastes like burning. It's too sweet. Tastes like candy. It's too smoky or zesty or whatever. Just stop. Originally, barbecue had a very distinct flavor. It was already perfect. Perhaps it's time to revisit an original, Grandpa's Barbecue, the rich original sauce that Grandpa made in small batches. Only available online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Just up the road, a few hours and a half tank of gas away, is Alexandria, Minnesota. Over 350 lakes, incredible beaches, camping, and accommodations. There are golf courses, fishing, parks, family fun, shopping, food, and drinks. You may be only a few short hours from home, but you're going to be a million miles from the problems of the world. Come explore. Start planning your trip at explorealex.com. That's explorealex.com.
The Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
I believe Mr. Binge protests too much. Maybe Mr. Binge is hiding a secret fantasy of the Charlie's Angels and doesn't want Ma to know. And here's the proof in the pudding. If you're following along on Mr. Binge's Facebook page or the Al Travis Show page, you will see the list that Mr. Binge himself created. And you would ask yourself, why would Charlie's Angels be number 3rd on the list if it wasn't on a top priority for Mr. Binge? You would think that, right, Mr. Binge?
You're right. I should have moved it clear down to the bottom so we didn't have to listen to it. But it did get up there close to the top.
As we are doing detective shows, I'm going to say I have caught you, my friend. Because not only was it listed number 3rd, but if you do an analysis of the list, this one also comes in at 14. You listed it twice, Mr. Binge. Don't tell me you're not fascinated by 3 gals, beautiful women who made it through the academy, but could not get respect until Charlie came along, a guy you never meet. You have him 3rd and 14.
It was on my list 2 times?
Yes, sir. That's how I know. I think you're lying to me.
I have to go. I can't stay. I got to pull that off as soon as I possibly can.
I think there's a little more to your Charlie's Angels thoughts than you're giving us. You're leading us on to.
Okay, so I admit, I was watching it with the sound down, and I had it on for about an hour.
What's that?
I had it on without the sound on for about an hour, and I was watching it. I admit it.
Well, like you say, it's 3 pretty women who passed the academy but couldn't get any respect. All right, this one. Here we go. Hawaii 5-0. To your premise, Binge, this obviously got you up and running to the TV. Yes, you would watch the show. It was a great theme song. I personally hated the show, but here's why. You live when new episodes ran in the winter. You're in Minnesota. It's cold. It's nasty. And all the beautiful people are rowing and frolicking. And I'm like, you're 12. People don't live like that. People like me put plastic Wonder Bread bags over their boots before they put them in their rubbers before they head out. That's what real life is like.
Well, this isn't real life. This is Hawaii with this fine cast doing some detective work very well. And also, if you recall, very serious. This was a very serious show.
Yes.
If you watch this show in the last couple of years, it was a bit too serious. There was never a light moment. They went for the jugular all the time. But go back to the premise. You're in the kitchen fighting with your sibling and you hear a song. This song would pull you in. Absolutely a great song. And Al, I'm sorry, a good show.
Fair enough. I was just, again, you're 12 years old. You're putting the little plastic Wonder Breads to stop your leaky boots in the winter on the way to school. And these guys are swimming in the, I have a tough time. The same thing with that, who was it in the 80s? Tom Selleck, when whatever, Miami.
Magnum P.I.
Terrible time with that. I wanted to be him. Get me out of Minnesota.
You're looking for something a little more realistic, like Charlie's Angels.
Where there's realistic. 3 beautiful women get out of the academy and get no respect until Charlie comes in. That's exactly right. I was Charlie in my fantasy. Yes, I was. All right. Here,
well, that's about as close as we got to beautiful women in those days, is on the telephone with them, I suppose. But there you go.
Did you? I've told you about my close ties with Charlie's Angel, Cheryl Ladd, right?
Well, yeah, you're close personal friends, if I remember right.
We practically got married.
I remember.
Yeah, her grandmother, my grandmother shared a hotel, old folks room here in South Dakota. It's had that communal dresser thing, your side, my side, and our pictures sat there. They spent hours, just passing time talking about how our 2 families could get together if Al and Cheryl got together. It just didn't happen.
Well, that's a sad story, but kind of well, no, it's just a sad story.
Here's one that'll get your attention. The Mod Squad. Would that get you up and out to go watch a show? Absolutely. One of the best intro songs of all time. You throw a little timpani in, life is good. It gets exciting. I love that theme song.
I love the theme song and love the show. It was at the time so cool. They were so cool. They were so hip. They were so with it. Now a little more dated style if you watch it today, but it was hip and cool. And the public must agree because it won or earned 6 Academy Award nominations, 4 Golden Globes, and Peggy Lipton, who was beautiful, also won an award for that.
See, but this is the only problem with the Mod Squad. I love the show when it was hip and happening and all that, but you don't call it the Mod Squad because, oh, we're the cool squad. Because you're like, oh, that's why we're doing the show, because we're cool kids that get together. Name it something. Let them be cool. Let them do all the thing. It was a good show. Cool kids just don't, we're cool. Once you say you're cool, you're not cool anymore.
But it came out in '68, so I think it was probably pretty hip to say we are the Mod Squad in 1968.
Fair enough. I guess
Fair.
that's probably true. All right. Next one is again interesting to me, and that my feelings on it, and I'm getting queued up here really quick. Here it is. Play. It's Kojak, Who Loves You, Baby, with a big sucker in his mouth. This had to run Streets of San Francisco, then Kojak. I'm almost sure the night it played, it was back to back because my dad loved this stuff. And I'm like, ooh, big tough cop with a sucker in your mouth. I couldn't get over the sucker in his mouth, let alone Teddy Savalas being the toughest guy out there. Hated the show. Music, same thing. I 2 double thumbs down.
Oh, Al, you
What?
are really off today. You missed the mark completely. This was a great show, and the part that Teddy Savalas played was one of the greatest characters in television history. It was awesome. Now, the theme song, questionable. Wouldn't have sucked me in just by that. But yes, my dad too was watching Kojak, and we loved the show. Ran from 73 to 78. And he was nominated as one of the best characters on television of all time. So you are so wrong, Al.
He gets it because he's up against folks like Streets of San Francisco when there's absolutely nothing else. And he bubbled to the top.
He might have been up against Charlie from Charlie's Angels, who we never saw.
Yeah, that was the problem. You never got to see him, and that's why he never got the votes he should have gotten for poor
You're
Charlie.
probably right, yeah.
All right, I love I actually like this category. It's kind of funny because I could, when you bring up 70s detective TV shows, if I struggled, I would have come up with 5. You've got a great list here. I'm hoping the one with the parrot comes up. Who is it? It doesn't? Okay, good. That one we're gonna have to discuss. But Binge, I appreciate you being on. How can somebody join you on your Facebook page? Where's that?
Join us on Mr. Binge TV Guru. The writer is the premise. Everything's on there. All the lists we do. I show the Zooms, and of course, you can look at things you want to binge from today. It isn't everything about boomers. It's all the shows you can watch that are being done today. And the best ones, I have to say, are from Britain. So check it out. You'll love it.
We'll have to talk about that as well because I got my Yellowstone back on this week and it was shocking to me. We'll do it next week.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Mr. Binge, TV Guru on the Al Travis Show.
Look for multiple sources of news, but so many of those sources are just retelling the same stories as the other guys, and most of it's